We are working to pass the Birthright Citizenship Act and enforce President Trump's executive order to end this madness once for all. People say to me from time to time, Randy, you don't like him, you just are against immigration. And I look at them dead center and I say, no, I'm not. I wouldn't be here without it. My grandfather and my great-grandfather came over from Germany on the boat in 1903. We have the manifest. My grandmother to Texas, went to New York, came to Texas. My grandmother's family came over in 1845 and settled in Central Texas. If that hadn't happened, I wouldn't even be here. But, folks, they did it legally. So I want to thank you all again for bringing this up, Dr. Babin, this Birthright Citizenship Act. Let me tell you something. The radical left is going to lose their friggin' minds over this. I can't wait for it. They're spinning the same tired narrative, calling President Trump and Republicans heartless and cruel and inhumane for daring to address the issue of birthright citizenship. And now, 22 states are suing to block Republicans from overturning this deeply flawed policy. Let me tell you, the policy is so deeply flawed. If you've read the 14th Amendment, if you remember the time frame that took place in, I'll give you all a math quiz. 14th Amendment. Can any of y'all tell me which amendment preceded the 14th Amendment? Any math majors out there? Of course, the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery. The intent of our founders and our members of Congress back then was to make sure that African Americans got a place in America. I've talked to judges, some of them in Congress, that said, well, no, birthright citizenship is part of the 14th Amendment. I said, look, just because some court has interpreted it that doesn't make it right, doesn't make it law. The courts and the judges get it wrong. Supreme Court gets it wrong all the time. They actually ruled that African Americans could be counted as 3/5 of a citizenship for census records, right? They also ruled that could use separate equal bathrooms. I think it was Brown versus Board of Education. And then they ruled in Roe v. Wade in 1973, it's okay to kill unborn children. The courts don't always get it right. Here's the truth. The 14th Amendment was never intended to serve as a blank check for illegal immigration. It was never intended to grant citizenship to the children of people who broke our laws to get in this in the first place. Well, this isn't just about immigration, people. This is about defending our sovereignty, respecting the rule of the law, and ultimately standing up for the American taxpayer who funds all this stuff. It's high time for common sense for us to make a comeback. We need to put American citizens first, prioritizing their safety, their opportunities, and their futures. That's why I'm proud to stand here with Dr. Babin, President Trump, Andy Biggs, and my Republican colleagues in this fight. We are working to pass the Birthright Citizenship Act and enforce President Trump's executive order to end this madness once for all. So very much depends on it. America's sovereignty matters. American taxpayers matter. American families matter. It's time to fix this broken system and put America first. I yield back.